Good morning, everyone. It's Mondays with Bev and Paul, and my name's Paul.
My name's Bev.
And we have no idea who that is. But we'll introduce him in a minute.
Right.
All right, so let me make sure that we've got sound going on here. We do. Okay, we're set. All right, today's question that we're going to deal with is, let's find it here. There it is. Why do we share BioTouch? And we use these shows in order to answer a particular question, and then we also want to teach you how to do BioTouch. That's always the most important thing. And we also want to highlight a thought from our manual or our book.
Right. And, the ongoing practice of trying to have a dialogue with you and send us questions or comments. And the other really cool thing is to share with you all the time what's going on in our network of certified practitioners around the world. And speaking of
Around the world
from Colorado, Durango, Colorado, Dave Claussen.
Yeah,
wow.
hi
Yay.
Dave.
Hi
Welcome,
everybody.
Dave. Welcome.
So
Yes.
this show has been on for so long. This is Dave's second time.
Well, and the last time he was going through the certification. He was doing his intern hours here at the center, and wow.
But now,
Great.
Dave, why don't you tell us, for those who don't know, where exactly you reside
Okay,
and how you even got involved?
I'm in Durango, Colorado, and I got involved with BioTouch 27 years ago. I met Paul in Mancos, and because of an injury that I had, I was looking for some alternative, and tried this out, and thought it was absolute nonsense.
Oh, yay.
Like that. And it turned out to be the best thing that ever happened to me. It changed my life forever.
All
And,
right. So we'll talk about that in a little more. So a little bit of the history. So we were in Mancos, Colorado. Like you said, 27 plus years ago is when I first met Norman, the man who made up this technique. We don't know if you made it up or you just reawakened it. I just posted yesterday. I don't know if you all saw it. It was an interview with Hakim Awian, who was the elder in Egypt. And he talked about the Commission tradition in Egypt, which is the civilization that goes back what he considers almost 65,000 years ago.
Oh.
Okay.
And he actually told me back in those days that BioTouch was actually an ancient Commission healing tradition. And he showed me some hieroglyphs and certain, photographs and things you wore around your neck to show that it possibly could have been. But the interesting thing I also posted was that it's interesting these thousands of years later how this, if it is an ancient technique, was reawakened by this mining engineer in this little town of Colorado. I mean, what's making 900 people? It's maybe 1,000 now.
I don't even think it's that big. It hasn't grown much.
Yeah, it's just a little town. And I ended up in Mancos, Colorado back in my hippie days. And I got this back problem, sciatic nerve pain that went down my leg. And met this man. They told me about this guy doing healing work. And so I was on the way to the dump, saw this guy's house. They said where he lived. Got out of the car. I was the hippie with the ponytail and the cutoff jeans and flip-flops. And this guy comes out, groom and clean ducktail hairdo, big burly chested, tight white T-shirt, cigarettes in his sleeve. And I'm like, I must be in the wrong place.
Right.
But when I asked him, I was looking for this guy doing healing work. He said, that's me. My name's Norman. He took me up to his house, and I was inundated with smoke. And they were chain smokers, chain coffee drinkers.
Yeah.
And I sat down in that table, and I went, I was impressed. To me, there was no pretense of healing. And that's the short of that story of me meeting him and then me saying, we need to get this out to the public. So we created the teaching program. And within a year after that, Dave shows up and took the classes.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Well, I came on a Friday and had a little session with Paul, and it didn't seem to do anything, and I was very skeptical of what this was going to do. And by Sunday, everything was way back to normal, and I was just so impressed. I had to learn how to do this. I wanted to share this immediately with everybody. So,
oh, there you go. That's lovely. Yeah.
And 27 years later, he's finally sharing it with everybody.
So yes, so I have a small little center, or what did you call it?
Yeah,
Office?
Sure.
Maybe an
We'll
office.
call it a center. A center could be in my finger.
That's right.
All right. Well, I'll have this office center in Durango at the main mall in downtown Durango, and the rent is unbelievably cheap, and I'm working with a number of people around the area. Also, I have a massage table that I take to individuals' homes, and I'm working with a couple of people in a little community east of Durango where they have cancer, and I'm working with them dealing with their cancer. So so it's really rewarding.
So Dave, so let's answer that question. I think all three of us will sort of put in our 2 cents of, why do you share BioTouch?
It's we all like to receive. We like to get gifts, but there is no joy better than giving, and I can't think of a better way to give than to do it with BioTouch. I mean, this is one of those gifts that is a really profound thing, that it's something that once you give it, it keeps on going. People can learn how to do this, and they can share it with other people. And it's not something that gets used up. It's not something that gets thrown away or put back on the back shelf. It's something that you feel that warmth in your heart about about giving something, and this is one of those things that you can give away. And
the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah,
right?
it is. It is. It's a wonderful thing.
So as we're sharing why we share BioTouch, post on our Facebook there right under here on the comments of why you share BioTouch. And if you aren't sharing it yet, what you'd like to learn about BioTouch. So we're trying to create a dialogue with people. So Bev, why do you share it then?
Oh my goodness, there's so many kind of layers to my, I started out looking for something that I could share with other people in service. I mean, I really felt like I was...
Things that extends that season is that it's not just Christmas season.
Oh, no way. It's always a season.
365 days out of the year, you can give this gift.
Yes.
This is phenomenal, really.
Wow. So that's exactly the reason I've been sharing BioTouch for 30 years. It's just what you two have been talking about. And to me, who was sort of the stooge to meet Norman and say, we need to get this out to the public. I'm so blessed and honored to be with the two of you who have that vision and understanding of this incredible gift for humanity. I mean, there is just, I have to say, there's nothing finer and simpler for everyone on the planet to be able to give to one another.
Right. Oh, yeah. I think that is something that what's happening with humanity now is we're having to step back into, it's almost like a remembering. BioTouch helps us to remember when we're in that relationship that we need to be connected. We've been, for whatever reason. I think of the biggest problems on our planet right now with humanity is we feel separated from each other. BioTouch is the gift of connection. It brings us back. And, I always look at that, the vision statement. It's that chain that goes on indefinitely. That's what we are. That's what humanity is. That's right in our manual as our vision statement, bringing us back into a relationship with each other.
Yeah.
And I really feel like this is one size fits all. You see that on you see it on gloves, or you see it on caps. One size fits all. So one size fits all if it's a child or if it's a senior or whoever. It doesn't follow any lines. It's a gift that anyone can use, and so the children can use it with their grandparents.
So, yeah, isn't that the magic though? It's not just about we get to receive, we can give that gift. That's the power of BioTouch. You're actually getting to experience both sides of that relationship. That's what's amazing. It's not just me going and learning the technique and then being able to give BioTouch. I get to give it and to get it.
Right.
That's the beauty. That's the power of BioTouch.
And so our job with these shows and everything we do, from our website, justtouch.com, to our Facebook page, BioTouch Healing, is really to share with you that book. That's our manual. The whole thing is in there, and it's so easy to learn. It's like Dave says, this one size fits all. There's no level of healers. Everybody's effective. We don't even consider ourselves healers. It's just one person wanting to help another one. It could be a simple headache, a simple neck ache, a sinus. I worked on Jenny this morning. She's like, bleh, all over.
Yeah.
I mean, the minute I did it, she goes, oh my God, it works. I went, really? It was still, 30 years later, I still wonder it. Does it really work?
It really works.
Yeah. I mean, her knee was blown, and we went on a walk. She's got this really bad knee. She needs to get a knee replacement. Halfway through the walk, I said, well, okay, let me work on it. And she was able to finish the walk without pain. And so it's like,
wow.
You forget how simple it is.
In the moment.
It fits anywhere.
And in the moment.
Right.
And immediate. So, yeah.
So we always want to teach a little something too. So we're going to take a moment here to teach a set from our manual and talk.
Enhancements in local work may be performed anywhere extra attention is needed due to disease, pain, infection, rashes, broken bones, cuts, or unusual growths. For example, local work could be performed in an area where there is an unusual growth such as a mole, cyst, or tumor. This area may be touched using any combination of matching fire, through fire, sweeps, and hold points. It can also be addressed by holding on the affected area with one hand and sweeping from the corresponding area of the spine with the other hand. Local work can also be used to address any type of scars. Also, jaw and dental problems may be addressed by applying local work to the face. There is no limit to the different ways an associate may address a local problem. Difficulty in the upper or lower extremities, the arms or the legs, may be addressed by applying local work to the affected area. For example, if a recipient has difficulties in the wrist, the associate may touch the wrist using any combination of matching fire, through fire, sweeps, or hold points. Once again, it is...
So that's the awesome thing about BioTouch. Just simple. I mean, if you know nothing about our sets of points and all you know is the greeting and just wanted to work with somebody with a headache or an elbow, a hand, a knee, a back, it's just simple. And it's all just these two fingers.
Exactly.
You know? And
For sure.
We carry those everywhere we go. So
Yeah.
it truly is a gift that can be given to everyone.
Yeah, when it's like we did something like that last week with Germany. So the possibilities there are unlimited, aren't they?
And you help make that possibility a reality.
Yeah.
And so we're really asking all of you out there that you've allowed us to come into your home, onto your phone, into your computer, onto your tablet. You know, we're sneaking in on every way we can.
Yeah, right.
You know, we're asking you to step up and participate with us in getting this really simple, beautiful gift of BioTouch out there to
Right.
humanity.
Yeah, you know, and it begins, like we were saying, it begins where we are. It begins with your own family. You know, you begin by helping those you really care about in your daily life, and that can be your family, your friends, your coworkers. Begin where you are.
You know, this is a connection. It makes more family out of your friends. It makes a connection with your community, with other communities. It's a binding thing.
You got it, Dave. That's for
And that's
sure.
our purpose, to
Yep.
get this out around the world. Here it is around the world. You know, our little book, this book was written by Deborah Schildhaus, Healing with the Power in Our Fingertips.
Yep.
And that's our goal. And it's nice to see these pictures come to fruition, where people are taking the book and sharing it with other people. So,
Right.
you know, we hope we encourage you to join us, participate with us. You know, why do we share BioTouch? You know, again, I think we wanted to play the song that Horace wrote about that. So if you'd like to listen to it while for the next few minutes, otherwise we hope to see you next week.
Next week, have a glorious week, and
Yes.
thank you, Dave.
Oh, thank you so much
Oh,
for having
yeah.
me here.
All right.
Great having you here.
See you all.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
If pain has got you down and you live in town, take a trip down to Pima Street. The people down there are people who care. They will get you back on your feet. Put love into action. Put love into action. If you ever want to have